2-hour block in the morning and in the afternoon. But the way the weather's been, I think it's been good to go in the afternoon. So got some good work in. Another day in pads. Tomorrow we'll have a little meeting, a little walkthrough, and have the rest of the day off. Hopefully they'll go to the basketball game and then back to work Monday.
With quarterbacks, is it difficult to improve how they see the field?
No, gosh, I don't think so. I think it's. I think the more reps they get, which obviously for Khalil and Brandon, the more they'll get comfortable in doing that. And we have to. I mean, we've made progress in the passing game and practice, but we still got to do a lot more work. Coach Smith's working really hard with them, and I would expect over the next 11 practices there'll be significant improvement.
Is there anything you can do in practice to simulate game conditions or as close as possible?
Well, we try to do that every day anyway. I mean, we have officials out there. We have live situations. We have down and distance with everything. I'm a big believer in having multiple situations throughout just about every drill in practice. So, yeah, we're doing that and putting pressure on them. We like to put pressure on the quarterbacks anyway with how we practice and how we structure practice. But there's still a lot of work to be done.
So the offensive line obviously had a great game in the last game of the season last year. Did it look like in these 2 days in pads that they've kind of built on that momentum?
Oh, I think a little bit. The problem is we've had so many old linemen hurt. There's been 2 or 3 or 4 out every practice. And this minor stuff, there's stuff that won't keep them out long term, but it's affecting Coach Mahalchik's ability to rotate certain guys in there. So hopefully by Monday, Wednesday at the latest, we'll get most of those guys back and be able to, because we got to find 8 or 9. And we're not there right now, but I think we will at the end of spring.
Is this the time of year when you can maybe look at tweaking some things within the scheme?
Well, always, yeah, not just defensively, but offensively. And then when we hire a special teams guy, we'll do that toward the end of spring. I mean, there's so much in our offense that we want to do and can do, but it's still a matter of having the guys be able to execute it, and not saying, okay, we're just going to try to scheme everybody. Fundamentals are the most important thing in spring.
Are you leaning in the direction of a full-time special teams coach at this point?
Yeah, I am. We had a special team / tight ends. Right now I like Coach McGee, who's one of the stronger position coaches in the country, in my opinion. He can do both tight ends and special teams and do it quite well. So I am leaning in the direction of just being a special teams coach only. And so the vacation for the punters and the kickers and the snappers and the holders is soon to come to an end.
And do you think that will happen before spring is over?
Oh yeah, it'll happen within 2 weeks. Right now they asked about their meeting tomorrow, and I said, look at your playbook, and they said, what playbook? Well, it's 1 page, make the kick. It might be 2 pages, second page, period. So that's not a lot of coaching to that. But I'll have somebody hired within hopefully the next week and a half.
What did you think of the play of the cornerbacks last year?
Not very good. And that's putting it mildly.
How much of that do you put on them versus the lack of pass rush pressure, etc.?
Well, put it on us first, coaches, and me, and coaching, and then on. There's a lot of factors, but I thought we were very inconsistent in our corner play, and we got a new corner coach, Coach Yates. I feel pretty good about the way the makeup of our defensive staff is with Marcel and Jamal in the back end and having Booney with backers. I think it's a more natural fit.
What are your expectations for Kahi Nevis this season?
He's a big physical guy. He's got to learn what we're doing, and he's got to get stronger and be more consistent in some of his fundamentals. But I think he's got a chance to have a really good career here. Really good.
With some guys coming back like Lorenzo Burns and Sammy Morrison, do you feel like the depth at cornerback is going to be better this season?
It can be if they get bigger and stronger. We were way too weak, too small, and you can address that in the weight room, which we have. But we got to get guys bigger and stronger and faster, obviously. And those guys have done a good job so far, but the next 3 months are going to be really critical. And there are going to be some newcomers. There's counting walk-ons, 42 to 45 newcomers coming in, and there's going to be a lot of competition from all those guys for playing time early.
At corner, where does that strength issue show up the most? Is it in getting
Well,
off of blocks? Is it
Getting off
jam
of
at the
blocks,
line?
jamming in man coverage, tackling in the open field? And we got guys that can do it. I mean, we have some talented guys at corner. We have some guys that can get it done. And you know, last year was the first time for a lot of them playing, and so they didn't have much experience. So I'm pretty confident, you know, that a play will improve quite a bit.
Is that one area in recruiting for 2018 that you guys are more focused on?
Well, we're always focused on corner play, but I think I didn't even looked at the numbers yet. But the breakdown, you know, you got to have great corner play. You got to have great quarterback play. You got to have somebody who can rush the passer. So every year we're looking for those guys.
How has Nathan Tilford looked once the pads went on?
He's one that looks better in pads. He looks good in shorts, but he's a big physical guy. And you know, we have, you know, JJ took some quality reps today. You got Zach Green that's in playing pretty well. Nick Wilson took some quality reps. You know, Nathan Tilford. I like where we're at tailback.
All right, guys. Thank you. Thank you, Coach.